when you're talking to people or interview them, and we do a lot of internships for TSTC.
Oh yeah, good.
I mean, I'm on the advisory board, but that's the thing. I'm not hiring for technical anymore.
Yeah.
You guys teach them, that's fine, because when I get them, I have to teach them anyhow.
Yeah. Yep.
So I need to get them on specific.
Yep.
But when I interview them, and I said, perfect example, I had a young man sitting where you work. I said, hey, come talk to me. The managers tell me, Luke, great guy, God, why don't you talk to him? He came there, and I said, let's just talk and see what's going on like this. The whole time he was like,
oh my gosh.
And when he left, I said, anybody hires him, I'll fire you.
Oh.
I said, not that he's a bad kid.
Yeah.
I said, but this job is communication.
Yep.
80% of this job now is communication.
Yep.
It's not technical
Nope.
anymore. It's communication.
Completely agree.
You've got to talk to nurses. You've got to talk to doctors. You've got to know how to take, when they're mad, how do you become empathetic towards them?
Yeah.
I was working in New Mexico.
Okay.
And I'm talking back at that day, the radiologist is the state director for radiology, whatever his title was. But he was the guy over all of them, right? He's yelling at me, and I said, Doc, let me see what's going on. I'm just like you. I've got to get my hands in there and figure out what we need to do. He's screaming at me, and all of a sudden he said, you son of a you-know-what.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, and I shut my suitcase, and I said, you can call me almost anything you want, but you don't call me that.
Yep.
I turned around and walked out.
Yep. Good for you.
I'm driving home, and I'm going, oh, I am so fired. I called my boss. I said, you're going to fire me? This is what he says. Yeah. He said, just when you get home, he said, pack everything up. By the time I got home, we didn't have cell phones back then, so I called him at the house. By the time I got home, my phone's ringing. I picked it up. It's my boss, and he said, hey, the doctor called me. He said he didn't have your number, but he wanted to apologize, and if you could come back. He said he was just so upset. So I turned around and went back. And I got there. He says, I should not have done that. He said, I was so out of line. He said, and thank you for calling me on it. He said, but you didn't have to leave. I said, oh yeah, I did. I said, you crossed that line with me that doesn't bode too well for you, right?